For the past few stories I have done dealing with children, um, it evolves around this bullying thing. These kids just out of control, and what's really going on here. And I wish I had an answer, but unfortunately, I don't have an answer, and a lot of people just don't have an answer of what's going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another young lady who died after a school fight. A 13-year-old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Norman Show. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now, a lot of you probably going to say, you sound like you've been crying. I have. I had a chance to sit down and just listen to this story, man. This story hits me, man. I literally had to get myself together just now just to do this story, and my nostrils on swole right now, man, because the more I listen to this mother, because I'm gonna show y'all 2 news clips, and the more I listen to this mother, and the more they talk about what happened, man, this shit is saddening. It's saddening the fuck out of me, man. And man, I've been over here, man, crying my eyeball out, because what y'all gonna hear, man, y'all know what? Let me let y'all hear. I'm gonna let y'all hear what's going on.
See these girls kicking her in her head while other children are laughing at her.
Grief, heartbreak, and anger strikes a mother unexpectedly. Mamie Jackson is talking about this video. Her daughter, Kashala Francis, in a brutal fight. This was Thursday down the street from Attucks Middle School. They had just been released. In the video, you hear laughing as she lies on the ground, taking several blows to the head.
She's 13 years old.
Her mother says she arrived home after the fight with a bruise on her face, but Kashala insisted she wasn't badly hurt.
She kept saying, I'm fine.
Saturday, her mother says Kashala was at a family member's house. Another family member says Kashala appeared delusional for a moment, but things got back to normal. By Sunday, things would change again. Mamie tells me her daughter was weak and complained of a headache.
I drove over, and I told her, get up. Get up, Kashala. She kept saying, Mama, my head hurt. So she laid down.
That was the last time she saw her daughter's eyes close. By the time first responders arrived, she was unconscious. They rushed her to Texas Children's Hospital.
And we found out she had a large tumor in the back of her head. And she had fluid buildup in her brain.
The tumor unbeknownst to the family before doctors discovered it Sunday, and now her mother wonders how the other issues arose, the fluid buildup on her brain.
All I know is my daughter was perfectly fine before this fight. And now I'm losing my baby.
$31 total for the West Coast.
Yeah, no, man, God, I'm trying to hold my composure, y'all. I really am, and this is crazy because I was just emailing somebody the other day. We was emailing back and forth, and I think we briefly talking about relationships or something like that, and and I was just telling them, how at this point, I don't know, man. This shit just kind of scary just to get involved with a lot of people, because I was telling them, I don't like to be vulnerable. I don't, I don't like people to see me in my fucked up state. I don't like seeing people see when I'm hurt. I don't like people seeing when I cry, no matter what it is. I don't like people seeing it because I just hate being vulnerable. Because I'm the one who always doing all the helping and, sometimes doing the, what's the word I'm looking for? The comforting and all that stuff. But I'm not used to people doing it to me, and when you do have people that do it, sometimes it's hard for me to accept it, because that's not what I'm used to. I'm used to being the one doing that, And it's the same with this situation right here, while I'm trying to hold myself back, I don't want y'all to see this, but I can't hold my emotions back on this shit. This shit is fucked up. Here's another story of a 13-year-old lost her life. And what's fucking me up is the baby tried to be tough. She tried to be tough, and I commend her, if it's safe for me to say, I commend her for trying to be tough. But at the same time, I feel like mom should have just forced that issue, say, no, we finna go to the hospital or the doctor or whatnot. I feel like mom should have forced that. But I guess she was just doing, hey, she probably looking at, you got into a fight. This ain't gonna be the first, this ain't gonna be the last fight that you get into. But to hear her say her baby told her her head is hurting and she laid back down and she lost her life, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Hey, I gotta excuse me, man. I'm telling you, my nostrils are swole up in here, man. So you probably hear me sniffing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize for this, y'all. I mean, this shit got my emotions high like a motherfucker for real, man. I'm so sick of this shit. These young children just losing their life, especially these young girls. Because at one point in time, I want a little girl. And I guess another reason why this story is hitting me so hard, because just this past Sunday, for those who know me personally, who I may have told this story to, back in the early 2000s, a good friend of mine, I had let her stay with me. And at that time around when I met her, she had just had a little girl not too long ago. And, she had rough times. So she asked if she stay with me. I was kind of iffy about it first. I just got through getting rid of a roommate. But the thing is, though, she had water often. So I said, what the hell, fuck it. I'll go let you stay. And when she came and stayed, everything was cool. She did what she was supposed to do. She helped her brother out with the bills and the food and all that stuff, kept the house clean and all that good stuff, which I appreciate they still to this day. And, of course, like I say, you can't accept a woman and don't accept the package that come with it. So, of course, I had to accept her daughter while she was staying with me. So, fast forward from that, this past Sunday, I was at the grocery store, and this girl just came up to me and say, "Hey, I know you. I remember you. Do you remember me?" With this little light, sweet voice. She said, "Do you remember me?" I said, "No." Because at first when she came to me, I thought she trying to sell some food stamps. Cause I know down here in Memphis, you go to the store and people see you for to pay money. They offer to give you food stamps for the money. But I'm looking at her like, "No, I don't know who you are, baby." Then somebody tapped me on my shoulder. It was her mom's. She said, "Look at her again. Tell me who that is." And it was the little girl that I had to help her hand in raising when she stayed with me I saw this girl first steps, you know, heard her first word, which was a cussing word, of course. And to see this girl, I think she's 14 now, and for her to recognize who I was, that was a beautiful thing. You know, I was just shocked to see her, you know, and she realized who I was, you know. So they go to show you that kids do remember when you do stuff, especially good things. They do remember you, but a lot of them remember when you do bad things to them as well. And I was very grateful to see that young lady. She's doing well, smiling. Her mom said she's doing well in school, man. So hey, that's what's up, man. Let you know that she has some positive people around her. You understand? So and that's another reason why this hit me hard too. I mean, because to see her, I'm glad she's still alive, but then turn around, you know, to see this young girl, you know, losing her life, you know, I guess she ain't got a chance to thank whoever was in her life to help her get to the place where she was or where she was going to be. You know, so that's another reason why this story is hitting me so hard as well. Man, this shit is off the chain, man. I swear it's off the chain. Cause we just did one by Renaya, and I gotta do updates on that. You know, I gotta get all this stuff to get to do updates on Renaya. You know, what is really going on? Do you got all these crazy motherfuckers recording that shit and laughing and shit? I mean, what the fuck is the home training? Hey, I gotta excuse me, y'all, for real, man. I'm trying to stop from sniffing it. I'm trying to hold my shit back, for real, man. I apologize. I really do apologize, y'all, seriously. Let me let y'all hear this second thing right here.
Do I have to suffer?
In the eyes of a broken mother, there lies the pain of losing a child.
Why do I have to wake up and she not here?
13-year-old Kashala Francis dies 5 days after a violent fight outside of Attucks Middle School. The beloved 7th grader punched and kicked in the head a number of times. That was Thursday. By Sunday, she complained of a serious headache and fell unconscious. At the hospital, her mother says doctors discovered a tumor in her brain, but also fluid buildup on her brain. And as Kashala was on life support, her mother discovered the video of the brutal fight.
It's not fair. She did not deserve that.
And she kept saying stop, and she didn't even want to fight, but they kept going.
I've never met a person who has come into contact with Kashala who has not fallen in love with her.
And perhaps that love is best shown through their pain right now. It's a pain that cuts deep. The memories.
She was a sweet baby, real sweet. She always said she loved me, gave me hugs, kisses.
For Kashala's best friends, they feel truly shattered.
She always found a way to make me laugh when I was sad or mad.
And for her mother, she feels there's more to know. Her daughter going from a seemingly perfectly healthy young teen to a critical state and dying days after a fight doesn't make sense, even with a tumor that was unbeknownst to them.
So if she had a tumor in her head that we are unknowing about, and somebody repeatedly stomped and kicked and punched you in your head, you're not even fighting back. Is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse?
So if this fight didn't happen, Mammy strongly
If it was
believes
there, I still would have had more time with my baby.
And so now we have the investigation that is being led by Houston police. They're working with HISD police as well. Kashala's autopsy will be done here at Texas Children's Medical Hospital, and they will then pass those results to Houston police, and that will give them the answers that they very well may need to figure out if her injuries were caused by this fight or if it was solely her pre-existing condition. We, of course, will keep you updated. In the meantime, the family has created a donation page to help with the funeral expenses. You can find that link on abc13.com. We're reporting live this evening from the medical center. I'm Stefania Coley, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Y'all remember Renaya Wright, they saying that she died of natural causes. And I think it got a lot of people up in the uproar about that. You know, that's one of the things I want to touch on, you know. Excuse me, oh shit. Man. Anyway, they saying Renaya Wright, her situation. They said she died of natural causes. So I'm just imagining or wondering what they're gonna find about this baby right here. Was it the cost of this young girl, you know, beating her, or whatever the case may be? But they found a tumor and it had fluid on it. But my question is, if it turned out that the fight was the cause of it, you know, what's going to happen next? And if I heard the first one, you know, the lady said it was multiple girls that was kicking her and stomping her. I think that's what she said. Yeah, I just want to know what's going to happen after the fact. You know, are they going to look at it and say, you know, kids fight, you know, or what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. And this is why I guess it's a good thing that I don't have any kids. You know, like I said, I just recently been asked that again about why I don't have any kids, and somebody told me they say it was a bad thing that I didn't. I don't know why it's a bad thing. You know, after seeing shit like this, I don't understand why anybody would say that's a bad thing. You know, I think it's a damn good thing. I'll be just like this mama right here, man. I'll probably bulging my eyes out, probably in a fainted or something. You know, if something happened to my baby. You understand? And then I would feel like a failure because I wasn't there to protect my baby. And I'm guessing that's what she's feeling like right now. You know, she wasn't there to protect her baby. I get it. But damn, though. Listen to the last words, though. Mama, my head hurts. And she laid back down. Hey, you know how fucked up for that to be your last words to your man, god damn, man. So let's get on you know what, let me turn this music on. It ain't making it no better. It ain't making it no better. So now let me get on these other kids real quick. This is why I say, you know, a lot of these children don't need no camera phones. But then again, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So if something was to happen, and it's one of them situations where they were against theirs, you know, they would have proof of what happened, you know, if they're using it for that. But these kids are not using it for that reason. They doing it just like the ignorant people, male and female, whatever race they are. They just like them, you know, instead of de-escalating the fight, because people claim so much they tired of people dying and this, that, and the third. You would think somebody would put in some effort and help de-escalate the shit. But no, we gravitate towards the fight. We gravitate towards the ignorance instead of de-escalating it. That's why I say a lot of times, you know, when these people have these outcries or whatnot, it be bullshit, because a lot of us be right there and we could have stopped the shit. But we don't. And these girls thought it was so funny that this happened. So funny. Where does that behavior come from? Where is it being taught? Who is teaching it to them? I think a lot of us know the answer to that. It's all about the parenting and their behavior. And for some reason, a lot of parents just refuse to look that a lot of these children are a reflection of them. Our goal is to teach children to be better than us. Our goal is to teach them to not make the same mistakes that we made and to do better than what we did. But again, you got a lot of parents that encourage their children to do the exact same fuck shit that they was doing when they were growing up. They say stuff, well, I was a kid once. Yes, you was. I did that once. Yes, you was. But you're not a kid anymore. You're an adult. And you could tell your kids, you know, son or daughter, I did that. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I did it. And I don't want the same thing to happen to you. So stop what you're doing and do what I taught you to do. But one of the worst things they gave teenagers now is electronic devices. They got cameras on it. Do you know how many pictures you see of these girls, the young girls, going on these social sites, sitting on the sink trying to make their ass look fat? You know, or you see the little homies, you know, always in the mirror with their shirt off. You see all that, and they post it on social media, and some of the mothers be in the comment section be like, you know, that's my baby and stuff like that. Really? Really? So you think it's appropriate for a 13-year-old dude to be standing in the mirror taking pictures with his shirt off and putting it on social media? You think it's okay for a young girl, 13 years old, taking a picture with her sitting on the sink trying to show how fat her ass is? You know, that is cool with some of y'all. But then you wonder why them sickos look at your kids. Because you allow them to do stuff to grab their attention. Pretty much serving them up on a silver platter is what I say. I'm not talking about all, because I do believe some of y'all I haven't talked to, you know, I really do believe y'all are good parents. Yeah, y'all are. But then again, I don't stay with you, so I can't say what happens 24/7. And for some of y'all to come to my chat room the way y'all talk, it seems like, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing your duties. But then again, like I said, I don't stay with y'all, so I don't know what y'all do 24/7. I can only go by what you say. So, on that note, y'all, I'm really sad for this, man. I am so sad about this one. This is heartbreaking. This shit almost could put you in a depressed state if it hasn't already. You know, so hey, much love to the mom on this one. You know, I can imagine how you feel, love, because I don't have any kids, so I can't say how you feel, but I can imagine how you feel. This is fucked up. Very fucked up. I got nothing to say, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself and each other, and I will catch y'all next time. And I am out. Look for the links in the description box. Go take a look at it yourself. Thank you for listening.